Hello, my makeup loving friends. How's it going? Welcome back. It's been another week, and we have a week's worth of new makeup releases to talk about. And my lord, is there a lot? With me, I have the Gawjus Tia. She's back. She has returned, like at the second coming of Jesus. Oh,
Yeah,
and now we can
exactly.
eat chocolate eggs. It's fantastic. Anyways, you guys have been very diligent in tagging me and stuff this week. So I want to say a big thank you to Brianna, Ali, Beth, Isla, Rose, Shanna, Susie, Lisa G, Gina, Wilma, Rhiannon, Gillian, Chrissy, Ilya, Rhea, Tia, Missa, Manuela T, Jade W, Cecily, Jade S, Tina, Sue, Alexis, Kirsten, Franca, Laurie, Lisa H, Kylie, Daniela, Gaia, Anna, Claire, Makeup Release Radar, Angela, Julie Brogan, and Sync. A massive thank you to all of you, and a huge thank you to my Patreons. You're a good bunch. And a big happy birthday to Lucy and Eve. Well done.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, your cards are in the post. Hopefully you've gotten them now. And if not, I'm blaming Unpost. So, or Royal Mail. Don't know. Anyways, our theme this week is overboard, and I was kind of like, fuck it, this is one of those themes that I'll just do whatever the fuck I feel like. So I just decided I'd use the same palette as much as possible. I went overboard on blush. This is overboard for me because I'm usually not a big blush person. So
I actually have just the same amount blush than usually, but I used like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 palettes on my eyes and some glitters.
Glitters. Yeah.
Glitter.
Yeah. Anyways, lads, that's it. The theme is overboard. I will show you some Patreon photos now. But let's get straight on into it. And oh my, what a week. iHeart Revolution came out with some birthday cake stuff. So there's an eyeshadow palette for €11.99. There's 3 different cheek palettes. They come in caramel candy, red velvet, and vanilla swirl for €7.99 each. There's a cake headband for $5.99, and then there's a lip care duo birthday cake for €9.99. So it's like a lip scrub and like a lip care thing. Can I say those quads, those face quads, when I saw those initially, they gave me huge lime crime vibes.
Oh yeah, to me, I don't know why, but it gives me like kimchi.
Yeah, I can see that as well.
I mean, the palette is kind of cute, but the quality is probably not.
Hit or miss, yeah.
Like, I don't hate the palette. Like, the color store is actually pretty.
Yeah.
Like, it's not maybe a standalone palette, but like, it's cute. It's pastels. It's spring. It's pretty. The face palettes look like, I don't like them. They look like that ice cream when you have pink and white and brown.
Neapolitan. Like, there's colors in them individually that I like, right?
Yeah,
like
same.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't like all of it. Like, I like the orange in one of them, but then I don't use any of the rest of them.
Well, I look at that orange and then the bronzer color that it has.
Yeah.
They look very similar.
Don't they?
Very similar. Yeah. So I would have hoped that they would have maybe done like a little lighter, like an orange, because that face palette looks like it should be for like medium light skin.
Yeah.
It sounds like the highlighter is very light. The bronzer's actually, I think, the lightest out of all of the palettes. Yeah. And then it has a really, really like bam in your face orange that normally I would like maybe for medium skin use that kind of a color. That's kind of out of place. And even in the like dark palette, the highlighter looks very light to be a highlighter for dark skinned people. Yeah,
it is super mismatched. Like, it does feel like maybe they, like, it's like they had made pans or made palettes and then it fell and then they just put the pans back into wherever and didn't actually make the corresponding picture.
I don't like the face palettes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the palette. It kind of giving me the Natasha Denona.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Yeah. Like,
so it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
I mean, considering all the shit that they do, they have to have something that's not like totally abysmal. I'm not going to get it, but like the
No,
color story is okay. It's great for tweens. It is what it is. When I put it to you guys, 9% of you love it. There you go. Yeah. You're like, we fucking hate Revolution.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Anyways, that's it, lads. We're done with Revolution. Let us move on with our lives. Now we're on to Hip Dot. You know the guys who do the strange collaborations with, wasn't it the Hot Sauce and then My Chemical Romance and Clueless and a couple of other things that just,
Yeah.
I can't follow their train of thought, but now they have collaborated with JoJo Siwa. And I will say this makes an awful lot of sense in the sense that if I look at these products, I can see her wearing these. So there's two different 6-pan eyeshadow palettes. They're $18 each, and then there's a lip trio. And one of the shades from the lip trio, by the way, they're all sold together for $20. One of the shades is like one of those pH ones. So, you know, it reacts with your lips chemistry. Fuck off. I hate that. But I do like the other two shades that comes with it. You know, the Rock Out and the Speak Out. I think that looks really cool.
Yeah, the pink is really pretty.
Yeah.
And the orange too.
Yeah. Just
it's not the worst actually. Like I feel like the palette with the green, blue, and like two blues and a pink. It's just the orange looks very misplaced. I would have liked to see that bright yellow.
Yes.
On the other palette from there, they should have like switched maybe those.
Yeah.
And I think the orange would have even gone with the pinks better.
I agree.
Than that, but like, it's not the worst. It's like it's obviously not for me. It's not marketed for me. It's marketed for like teenagers, and I feel like her demographic is like from pre-teens to teenagers, so it's not for me, but it's not the worst, and it's colorful.
Yeah.
It's like there's maybe one, but that's like a gold shimmer, I think.
Yeah.
But it's not like, it's nothing neutral, and it really looks like her. Like I don't watch her, I've never really, but I do know who she is. So I feel like she's done a good job. It looks like she's had a saying in this. And it's not just like, oh, well, just do whatever and you just put your name on it and it's another thing to get paid. So I don't hate this.
Yeah, I agree. I can see her.
Not that, it's the palette is 18 each.
Yeah.
And the lip tree is 20. It's a bit pricey for what I would like to see if this is for teenagers. But makeup in these days is very expensive. So
inflation, economics, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
I do feel like she actually had a hand in this. Like, it makes sense. You know, I don't hate it. I'm not going to run out and get it. I think this makes sense for the audience that she's like catering to. So yeah, it's grand. But I will say that is not my audience, because when I put it to you guys, 12% of you love it. And I will say, like, most of you guys are like my age. So we are at that point in our lives where like, fuck this.
So it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it's like obviously it's not for us. And like obviously anyone could buy this. It's not, I'm not saying it's just for teenagers, but I feel like it's more marketed towards it. And I feel like your followers also are a little bit older, so I'm not questioning this.
Yeah, we are shuffling towards the crypt, all of us. So yeah, like, I mean, it's fine. Then this next one, this is L'Oreal, and this is their new infallible 24-hour fresh wear bronzer, which who needs a bronzer to last for 24 hours, but there you go. It's soft matte apparently, and it comes in 8 different shades, $12.69 each. It's okay, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess this is like a replacing the back to bronze bronzers. It's the same package, and even the pan, well, the pan doesn't look the same, but like I feel like they just put a new package on an existing product, maybe brought out more shades. I don't know how many shades they have on this.
Most importantly, though, it lasts for 24 hours.
Yeah, because we all wear our makeup for 24 hours, right?
I know, I do.
Yeah. I don't want to waste my makeup, so I wear it 24 hours.
I don't just do my makeup for YouTube and Instagram. Fuck you.
Yeah. No, not at
Yeah.
all.
I mean, it's affordable, like, and I do like that they go to a
Yeah,
decent amount of depth. Like, that's good.
it's not the worst
Yeah,
shade range for bronzers.
yeah,
I've heard amazing things about the Infallible line, like especially this fresh wear line. I know a lot of people like the foundation and all, so I guess it's okay.
yeah.
It's just not for me. I don't get that excited about powder
Bronzers.
bronzers.
No,
Cream bronzers, though, are a different ball game
that's
because we love a bit of cream bronzer.
I just have cream products. Creams.
Yeah, I actually didn't even today. I just used a cream bronzer, like the She Glam liquid bronzer thing, and then just like a powder blush and like a liquid blush. But in these days, I don't reach that much for powder bronzer anymore. I do it sometimes to just set place, but I don't. I like more of a cream products these days. I feel like makes it more like a skin,
Yeah,
like
more flattering.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Anyways, this did relatively okay when I put it to you guys. 41% of you loved it. And then this is a little bit of a blast from the past. This is NYX, and they've come out with two different products. So they're the Wonder Sticks, and one is a dual-ended contour and highlight stick. And they've had this before, but they've basically just come back with it again.
It's
But
just a repackage with the contour and highlights.
yeah, it's strange.
Right?
Apparently, with the blush stick, it's like one shade is meant to like contour. You know how you can contour with blush because that's a thing
Love
now.
that.
Yeah, and then the other bit is like for your actual blush. I think that's clever. I hope they like extend the shade range of that. I could have done
Yeah.
with their weird contour sticks because
Oh, I actually think the contour sticks are different because
yeah,
before they had a contour shade and a matte highlight. I believe I've had the Wonder Stick like ages ago, and now it says it's a highlight stick with like a shimmer, like a sunlit glow. So maybe they just changed that. I
yeah.
don't know.
Well,
I
you
just
know,
wish they kind of just would have brought like more of those blush shades because that's an
yeah,
excellent idea. I love doing that, like add like a darker blush here and then a lighter one here and
yeah.
kind of like contour with it. I'm excited. I actually, if I see this in store and it's fairly priced, I might pick the blush one up, not
Yeah.
the contour one.
It's $14 for both of the products, and apparently the blush has hyaluronic acid in it. So whatever.
Not bad, but it's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
I would
By the
say.
time it gets over to like Europe, we're
It's
gonna
be like a
17
little bit under, like I would say 18
Yeah.
euros at least.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I like the blush stick idea. I don't know if and contour is coming back, but I'm just like, it's not for me. I don't need this product. But I like the blush one.
I always contour, but that's because I'm a chunky monkey, and I
Well,
like
I contour too sometimes, but I don't do it as much anymore. And I don't use cream highlight that much. So then the other side of it, you know what would be amazing? If they would have had a contour stick on the other side and a bronzer stick, kind of like the blush one.
that would
have been so good. And I actually thought first glance when I look at it, I was like, oh, is it that? Because some of the shade looks really dark, but obviously it's like because it's darker shade of highlight. But that would have been so good. And go with the blush sticks. I think it would have been a better idea.
I agree. All I'm saying is NYX needs to listen to you, Tia.
Yeah. They need to hire me because I have the best ideas.
Obviously.
Make it rain, NYX.
Yeah. And she's also incredibly modest as well. So, you know, get in there, NYX. When I put it to you guys, then 37% of you loved it. If they had expanded out that blush sticks, like, and put like some corals and oranges, maybe some purples, that would be really cool. I'd be here for it, but that is not what happened. This is the reality that we live in. And let's go on to our next thing. This
I glanced at it and I was like, oh Lord.
Yeah, Yeah, let's just get into it. So this is Playing in Makeup by Yolanda, and this is the Color Scheme Pro 777 eyeshadow palette. 35 shades for $48.99. I'm wondering, is it 777? You know, like how there's those casino slot machines, and if you hit 777, you like win money. So is it meant to be like you've hit the jackpot? Here's green money, etc.
Well, you
How,
didn't.
my question is, how do you have so many shades of green and yet lack the necessary depth?
This is like, let's have a palette that could have had like a 9-pan palette. No, let's not add any depth, but like the same, like it looks like all of it on the same like depth,
Yeah,
on the same,
it's
and
all
then
meat
just
tone.
slightly different, and then they can just double some shades because obviously we need 2 of the same shades in one palette.
You know what it reminds me of? You know, for people who are my age, remember when you were younger, you were playing around on like MS Paint. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? And you, oh God, no, Tia, no, you're with me. You understand this, please. And you could like change colors by like selecting the color wheel and then just kind of slightly go over to the left or go over to the right to make it a slightly different color. That's what it feels like she's done.
Yeah.
Like she's just gone a couple of shades to the left and a couple of shades to the right, and it's just there isn't enough difference to kind of warrant it. It could have been like if they'd taken the bottom 2 rows, boom, that would have been enough.
Yeah, and also I'm kind of confused about those 2 pinks there.
Yeah. Look,
It's just a bit of out of place
yeah,
for me.
I agree.
It's like I like green, I like blue, I like yellows, I even like pink. But this is not it.
Yeah.
And like $50. Guys, don't buy this.
Yeah.
It's unnecessary.
I will say the brand has done some really interesting stuff in the past that I like has turned my head, but this isn't one of them. I will say the swatches look great. They do. Like, but
yeah, they look amazing, but like, but it's just the thing that they have like doubles and like slight, just like a teeny bit different colors. On the eyes, they're gonna look exactly the same.
Yeah. I will say, and it's been a very long time since we broke out this old ditty. Edit yourself.
Yeah.
Don't you edit yourself. Seriously.
We don't do this much.
No.
Like, this could have been a beautiful palette.
Look,
like absolutely stunning if we would have just edited a bit, added a bit more variation, like lighter, medium, darker tones.
Yeah.
Just it needed a bit more work.
Well, you know it's not great when me, the Queen of Green, is going,
yeah,
and not running out to get it. So
yeah,
like it is what it is. When I put it to you guys, 12% of you loved it. So similar kind of boat. Oh, sweet merciful Zeus, let us discuss this next thing. This is Give Me Glow Cosmetics, and they've come out. These are available right now, and they've come out with some new blushers and some new highlights. But let's talk about the blushes first. Basically, there are 18 matte shades, so 9 of like these pinky purpley tones. They're in a 57mm black compact, and they also have 9 pans of these orangey yellow goodness. Oh my fucking god. And here's the fun bit, $14 each.
That's not bad.
That is not bad at all. Like you're getting a lot of product, like 57mm. That's pretty big. That's about this big.
Oh, that's what she said.
Yeah. Ooh.
I like the blush shades, like that mustard, the yellow, the orange, the like purples. I will say some of the light purples and pinks look very similar.
Yeah.
Very similar. I see the difference in them, but I'm not sure if on the skin they would look that different.
Yeah.
But I'm not hating it. Like they could have edited it down a bit, in my opinion, but the colors that they've chosen are interesting, different, and like not that we see like purpley and those like mauve, like bright pinks, and like those mustard. Like we see yellow blush, that's more like a mustardy yellow. I'm really into this, and not bad. for the price.
Yeah, and there's also some highlighters. They're $14 each. There's 3 different shades that they've added because they already have quite a few highlighters already, and they do seem to kind of complement what they're coming out with because there's purpley, kind of bronzy shades to them. All I can say is, I think, and I said this before, it feels like there's one release a week that gets me. That kind of makes me go, ooh, hold on a moment. And this is the one for me. This is the one that's made me kind of go, oh, I will sell my kidney. I fucking love this. Blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like actually having to be like, no, Teresa, do you like breathe? Like practice your breathing.
You don't need to sell your kidney for makeup.
That's right. I can sell the hills. It's fine. But I love this. Like the yellowy toned one, like you were saying, it's called Hey Honey. There's something so different about that. I really like it'd probably look like trash on me, but I don't care. Like I fucking love it. I think it's so cool.
I would still wear it. People will judge me like, oh, she's got some kind of liver condition, and I'll be like, no, it's my new blush.
I mean, that's what all we've ever wanted from makeup, really. Yeah. I love this. It's kind of comes back to, and I've said this so many times before, like indie brands just seem to kind of know what's up. There's a reason why I tended to gravitate towards an indie brand rather than mainstream brands, because they do give you something a little bit different, and they do kind of think about what makeup users like us want. So fuck me.
They think outside of the box. They're not like, ooh, we need to just fit in this tiny box so we make money. And they just think so differently, come up with things that these mainstream brands are too afraid to come out, because they think, oh, what if people hate it and then we lose so much money.
I love this. I am properly excited. I may have to get something at some point, but I am also trying to not lose my mind. Anyways, that's difficult because my mind, when did I really have it? When I put it to you guys, it was a 50-50 in terms of the highlight, which I understand because it isn't going to like suit everyone, but I do have like a fairly big highlight range at this point. But the blushes, my friends, oh my God, you guys really went for that. 75% of you loved it. I agree.
That's a high percentage.
It is. Isn't it? Like, that's kind of bananas. Next thing then is Adept Cosmetics, and this is their House of L eyeshadow palette. It's apparently going to be very limited edition. They have a new shimmer formula, and it's apparently going to have an extreme shine. You can use the code RADAR10 if you are interested. It'll give you, I think, 10% off. This is, like I said, from Adept Cosmetics, and it's clear it's meant to be like a Superman type link, you know, the House of L, Kal-El, all that sort of thing. Yeah. I don't like the shimmers look beautiful. I'm not taking anything from that. I think they look beautiful. Yeah. But I'm confused with the mattes.
Yeah, the 3 mattes that you get. What? Yeah. Like, why? Obviously, this I don't think I couldn't make a look out of this. No. Orange, blue, and a pale pink mattes. I don't see the reasoning behind just these mattes. No. I feel like this would have been an amazing palette. Just skip the mattes. Yeah. Add 3 more of those amazing shimmers in there.
I agree. Just go for it.
Just go like full force. Don't like. I feel like this is just like a safe option.
Yeah, I agree. Like it's just the mattes that are throwing me, because once I eliminate that, I'm like, yeah, this is quite good.
If you don't look at or even just scratch the matte at all and keep the 6 like shimmers. If I like cover that, I'm like, oh, that's beautiful. Those shimmers, I would like use most of them. Maybe not the brown one, but like most of them. And it's pretty, like all that like citrus green and those like pink goldy ones and orange and that like lavender. They're pretty. But just those mattes are like,
put me off.
I'm sorry, but like the blue and the orange and the like palish, like nudish pink, they just look ugly together.
It's given me 90s vibes, but not in a good way. You know, like the bad 90s.
I do not like And
No.
for like that reason, I wouldn't pick up this palette, even though the shimmers might be amazing.
Yeah.
But just there would be 3 shades that I wouldn't use.
You-
They would be useless to me.
Yeah, I totally agree. It should be a full shimmer. I also don't see what this has to do with Superman.
Yeah, I feel
Not,
like they
I will say
kind of
though,
like, okay, the orange, but like Superman is like
red and
red
blue.
and blue.
Yeah.
And that's like baby blue and orange, like a sky
Yeah.
blue and an orange.
There's no like deep blue. I will say though, I don't
Mm.
like Superman. I think Superman's like the shittiest superhero. I don't like him. I don't. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I just, yeah.
Yeah,
He
I'm
feels
not. I'm
very
not
like,
like a fan of this.
yeah. Yeah, well, you know. Anyways, when I put it to you guys, 43% of you loved it. It wasn't that long ago that we were talking about Winnie the Pooh doing a collaboration with Spectrum, but Colourpop got their greasy little paws on it as well, and they were like, fuck you, Spectrum. We also want a cut of that sweet, sweet honey pie. And they're coming out with this. There's the Sweet As Can Be eyeshadow palette, $18 with those honeycomb pattern things. Like, okay. There's some Super Shock cheek blushes, or highlighters rather, $10 each or $27 for the set. There's the Honey Lux Gloss Trio. They're $10 each. I thought they weren't selling them separately, but apparently they are. You can get them in a set for $27. And then they have the Honey Pot Lip Scrub Mask Duo, $16. Or if you're completely insane, you can get the full thing as a PR box for $92. The fuck?
Why would they want like the packaging? I love it.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's so spring and like so cute and like who doesn't love a Winnie Pooh?
Yeah, 10 out of 10 for the packaging. Yeah, absolutely.
Like the colors in the palette, they went for the like safe route. Let's do a bit of this neutralish color-ish route. And they could have like I like the yellow in there.
Yeah.
I think it's like a standout for the palette. And I like the as I said, the packaging and the like honeycomb like pans. But that's it.
Yeah. Same.
I don't see how the lavender like purpley color is relevant, or like a greeny blues there.
I feel like they've just used like the background colors that you see sometimes in the illustrations.
Yeah.
Which is like, huh?
I don't like this.
No. Do you know what I do think is cute though? The little mask duo. I think that's cute.
Yeah, a little honey pot.
That's cute. I mean, I'm not going to get it, but I think it's cute.
Yeah.
You know, gun to my head if I have to get something from the collection. Again, don't know why I keep finding myself in these like really specific hostage situations.
These like situations that are so obscene. It would never happen.
Teresa's
like gun to my head, I would probably pick those. It's like Colourpop coming to your house, gun to your head.
I'll take the lip job. But like, yeah, I mean, it's fine. There's more they could have done with it. I fucking love the packaging. And I think there's going to be a lot of people that will get this just because they love Winnie the Pooh, and the packaging is like 12 out of 10.
Yeah, that's the best thing about this collection. The package and the artwork. And then if you like Winnie the Pooh. Pooh. Why do I say Pooh? Pooh or Pooh? Well, you know what I mean.
We do. Look, it's fine. It is what it is. When I put it to you guys, 25% of you love it. So there were some feelings on that. This next one is from an indie brand that I haven't really heard of before. This is Rising Star MUA, and this is their Emerald City collection, you know, like from Wizard of Oz. So there's the Emerald City eyeshadow palette, and that is $36. There's the Over the Rainbow Baked highlighter palette. That is $52 for 3 shades. There's 2 Galaxy glosses. Yeah, it's expensive, isn't it? And then there's a nighttime lip moisturizer and also a mirror, in case you're interested. And the lovely Franca actually put in a comment underneath this, kind of going, it's giving me Jefferson Starship vibes. And I'm like, I can see that, down to like the mirror, even like the logo that they're using gives me like,
The
it's not,
logo
yeah,
gives, it's like, it's so messy with the star and the S and the, is it like an R there? It's like, it gives me kind of like those like sports team logos.
yeah.
They have to put things in there. I kind of like the highlighter palette
Yeah,
though. Like,
same.
it looks interesting.
Mm.
Like, I don't know what's the formula like, and I don't really like that they're kind of marbled, because
Yeah.
then you're gonna get like different like consistency with the colors. But it's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
The palette is like, I guess it's okay. It's not the worst. I couldn't make a look out of that. Well, I guess you could blend the like purple, then the pink, and maybe the yellow.
I think what they've done is they haven't banked on anyone trying to make a look out of it. What they have done is they've gone, this is a Wizard of Oz themed thing, so they're trying to get people to get it on that basis. And I will say the colors that they have used make sense for that. You know, you have the red for the ruby slippers, you have the yellow for the yellow brick road, you have the pinks for like the good witch's dress. Like, it makes sense. It does. Am I gonna get it? No, because I'm not mistaken.
Like, obviously, it could be a good standalone palette. The shimmers, like, I would like to see some swatches. They don't look that special in there, but like, let's see. I'm not gonna get anything.
Yeah.
It's too expensive. So, like, why is the highlighter palette
$52?
It's a bit much.
Like, oh, and I know they're saying like it's a baked highlighter formula, and I know that sometimes they tend to be like a bit more pricey. I'd love to know where it's made, because if it was like, say, made in Italy, then I'd be like, okay, I'd be tempted, because like good formulas come from there in terms of highlight. So I don't
feel like they had like too many ideas going on with this. It looked a bit busy with all the like green package and the cold like things there, and then the red mirror, and even their logo like we talked about. I feel like it's just a bit too much.
Yeah,
they could have like toned it down a bit.
It's like that whole, you know, Coco Chanel, before you leave the house, take something off.
Yeah,
I feel like that's kind of what they needed to do with this.
Yeah,
just like, okay, we get that you love this, but you need to relax. You know,
like
I don't hate it, you know, but I'm not going to run off and get it now. When I said to you guys, 16% of you love it. Let's get into the Mother's Day of it all. Now, that's going to be very confusing for a lot of us, because we've already had Mother's Day in Ireland and the UK. Very confusing. But it's now Mother's Day weekend in the States. So now a lot of brands are coming out with Mother's Day.
We have in May, I think. Mother's Day in Finland is in May, I believe, the first Sunday of May. I'm not mistaken. I could be, but it's like around that time. So it's very confusing.
Oh yeah. No, you can't. I always get a panic when I see it like on social media, and I'm like, is that for us? Or is it for a different country?
Like, what? Didn't we have it?
I only trust it when I go into Tesco and I see them advertising it, and I'm like, the time is now. The day is here. If you understand that reference, let me know. Anyways, this is Base Blue Cosmetics, and this is a palette that's basically dedicated to their mum. It's an eyeshadow and a blush palette, $42. If the name Base Blue sounds familiar to you guys, do you remember a few months ago we were talking about that strange eyeshadow palette? It's called the Artistic Eyeshadow Palette, but it was the girl with the pearl earring, and it was all eyeshadows put together, but there was no pan separating it, so it was all one big pan of.
And I think it was even, I saw someone use it, it was like oversprays.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even all that colors there. It's just like an over.
And the swatches were shockingly bad. Now, I will say, it looks like they've improved, because if you look at the swatches of this, the swatches do look that little bit better.
But like, come on now. This is so gimmick, like a bouquet of flowers. I absolutely hate this. I don't understand why this actually, like, can you imagine how much they would have like have to pay? They would have to like especially made that pan shape,
Yeah.
and it looks even like the pans are like a little bit domed. So it's like like it's not just like a square pan coming from a stock or like a palette that square pans. So I feel like this is just I hate it. I don't even like the color story. And
And there's
like blush and eyeshadow palette, like pick
yes,
something.
but there's so much wasted space in the palette as well.
Yeah.
Like I can't like I don't.
I'm sorry, but like I don't get this brand. I
No.
don't get like, is this like art for you? Like, are you like, oh, this is like a good, pretty thing to look at? Or like, because makeup, it's not just like eyeshadow palette blush. It's just not. It's like nice to have a pretty product, but it's even nicer if it actually works and it's usable.
Yeah.
So I don't understand the reasoning behind this. I don't understand this brand at all. I'm sorry, but I don't.
And $42 for a color story that isn't special, doesn't look like the formula's anything to write home about. They are all either satins or shimmery mattes. Like there's nothing that I'm like, oh, like there's no duochromes, there's no metallics, there's nothing. The fuck,
like how much of that price is that the packaging has to be made like it's not something they could have just like picked? The pans, everything that goes into it, like all that costs money. So how much cheaper would this palette be if it was just a regular palette? Don't know.
Exactly. I don't like it. It kind of. I know that some people think it's really cute because of the way it looks, but I'm like, I have enough. I have a lot of eyeshadow. I have a fucking lot. I have a lot of makeup. I'm not gonna buy makeup now just based on
Yeah.
doesn't it look pretty. No, it needs to.
It doesn't even look that pretty to me. I'm sorry, but it doesn't. Like I just don't. It's not something that I enjoy.
No. And it seems that you guys were of the same opinion because when I put it to you guys, 11% of you loved it, which fair. Now we have something new from Danessa Merrick. This is the new blurring balm powder. So it seems that there's 10 tinted shades. They're going to be used for prime, covering, blurring and setting. But then there's also one universal shade and they say that it's going to be flashback free and you can use that to prime, to blur and to set. Kind of interesting. It's meant to give you a natural matte finish. Like
I'm interested. Like I feel like, and the packaging, like they have on the lid, you can see that there's a little spoon.
Yeah.
So that's really good, and it looks like it like clicks there, so it doesn't get lost or anything.
I love that. Yeah.
But yeah, I like this. Like I feel like she comes up with like innovative. Like yeah. Products like new and like something that is interesting, and like I would like to try this.
Same.
I'm not sure if it blurs pores and texture and fine lines. That sounds really nice.
Yeah, and do you know what I like about this as well? They've said that you can use it to prime, to highlight, to contour, to set, or you can use it worn like by itself.
Yeah.
Like I think this is brilliant for makeup artists. Like this makes a lot of sense for makeup artists because if you use that for like a primer as, you know, a full face, you could use it for your contour, your bronzer, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I like that.
Wouldn't that be amazing? Yeah, I love that. I think that's great. I think if I'm gonna pick up anyone, I might get like the universal one.
Yeah.
Just because I could be tempted. Like I haven't gotten anything from Danessa yet, and she's been on my radar.
Same. I want to try products from him. And like look at even this is just a small thing, but the hands with swatches, it's not just like just one like light-skinned
Yeah.
slut like hand there, and it's also like even the size of the hands. This is so stupid, but it's just like you can see that there's like a plus size woman there with her
Exactly.
hand, and it's so small, and you can see that they're like different sizes of like hands. It's stupid, but it's just making
No,
me
it's not
like,
stupid. No, it's all
yeah,
about
but
inclusivity.
it's just something like, I feel like it just makes it look like it doesn't have to be just one way, you know.
Yeah.
Have to
Yeah.
have the skinny hand there to show our product because that's beautiful or something. I
Yeah.
like that.
I gotta say, I think this might be one of the things that I end up getting at some point. Not necessarily straight away.
Yeah.
I might get it at some point. Like I don't fucking hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, you know the deal, lads. I have links down below. Some of them are affiliates, so if you feel like treating yourself, woo, I don't know what that was,
Often.
but yeah, I
Buy them.
I might end up getting this at some point. But do you know what's really interesting? When I put it to you guys, you weren't in the same sort of zone with
Yeah.
it. 30% of you loved it, which,
Might be like this is kind of like,
pricey.
yeah, and also like a really different product. Like I feel like people maybe not sure like, what is it, a powder, is it a
Yeah.
primer, like what is it for? If it's like there's so many things that you can do with this, so it's like kind of like what, like confused, like
Yeah.
what would I use it for?
Like I know if I get it, I'll be looking at her Instagram, etc., and any socials just to see of like how am I meant to be using this?
Yeah.
Because I know I'll be like there with an instruction manual going,
Yeah. How, where, who?
oh, I bought it where? Um Yeah. Oh Jesus, more Mother's Day nonsense. So this is Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics, and people have been wondering for a really, really long time when Jaclyn Hill was going to come out with her own eyeshadow palette for her brand. And it seems now is the time. She has collaborated with her mother, Robin, which I think is kind of cute, to collab with your mum. If I collabed with my mum, it would just be like tea. That would be it. Like your mum doesn't do
Different shades of tea.
yeah, just like here's a lovely box of tea. But they have a lot of stuff. There is a massive eyeshadow palette. There's £20, $49 US. There is an eyeshadow primer for $20, eyeliner pencils, 4 shades, $18 each, and all set setting spray for $28, which seems super expensive. There is the Pout Spoken liquid lipstick in 4 different shades. They're $20 each, and there's matching lip liners in 4 different shades, $18. Yeah, I'm not surprised with the shades that she's gone for in terms of the eyeshadow palette because it's very fucking safe. Very safe.
Yeah. But also I feel like it's kind of what she uses.
Yeah.
So it makes sense for her, and it's not like, I'm not saying it's the worst palette, but it's just like it's neutral. It's okay. I feel like a lot of people might like this. Is it for me? No. And also, like, I feel like she's gone very prestige
Yeah.
pricing. Like, she, like, I would like to know where these are made. Are these made in Italy too, like some of her products, or is
Yeah.
this kind of like the same thing that we talked earlier?
Because I know that there's like rumors that Morphe has a hand on this. So I'm like,
Yeah.
if that's the case, are we just paying that amount of money for a Morphe formula?
Yeah. Only thing why I am like tiny bit intrigued, it's just to see like how would this compare to like her previous collabs with Morphe. It's not something I would like. I wouldn't. That's not the color story for me, and I would never buy that. But it's just I'm like intrigued. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll just look at if some people do like videos on it.
Yeah.
I'm sure people will use this on the tube.
On the tube. Yeah, not on mine though. I wouldn't. I just are like, oh no, what do I do with this? I struggle with anything neutral. I just can't. Yeah, it's not for me. And can I say, it seems it's not for you guys either because 5% of you love it. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
That's low.
it is low.
I like, to be honest, like this collection, it's not bad, but I didn't think it would like people would like 5%.
Yeah.
Like people really seem to hate this one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, there you go. Okay, so our next one then is from Carhet Dior. This is their Law 42 palette. It is available now. It's $55. This, I will say, I'm going to give a little bit of a background. So the person that owns this brand, it is an indie brand. They were a makeup artist, I believe still are a makeup artist, but they had to give a certain amount of that up because they had cancer, then they had Crohn's, and they are living with obviously Crohn's and fibromyalgia. So I'm kind of like, Jesus, running a business with chronic illness is really difficult. And I said this in my TikToks when I talked about this. I like the color story a lot. I really like, I could think of a lot to do with that. I think it's really cool. I also fucking love ancient Egypt. That was one of my like obsessions when I was very small. However, the shape of the palette is driving me a bit bananas, and we've said this so many times before. Making that sort of a shape is going to heighten the price massively. I think what I would have preferred to have seen would have been just maybe a rectangular palette or a square palette with that imagery on the front. I'd have been there. I'd have bought it. I'd have gotten it. I would have.
I don't like the color story. I don't like the shape of it. I feel like there's some nice colors in there, but it's just not for me. I feel like even the shape and the like everything, it just throws me off a bit. I'm like, no. The color story is not the worst. There's some nice colors in there, but I just can't get like the shape is just too like I don't like it. I don't understand why so many brands these days decides to come with these ridiculous shapes of palettes. I just don't understand it. Like, is it the like shock value? Is it the we're doing something different and people like, oh, this is nice. Like I even saw like one palette, like one brand had like a game controller, like, and like all of these stupid shapes, and I'm just over it. And like, can we just stop, please?
Yeah.
I feel like this would have gone a lot better. I feel like a lot more people would have liked this if it would have been, like Teresa said, rectangular. Maybe even that picture on there. Don't even need to change the color story, but I just feel like the shape is just so off-throwing.
Yeah. Even I find it quite odd that an MUA came up with the shape of a palette, because most MUAs would want like a rectangular square palette, something that they can just shove into their face. Because
like, how are you supposed to travel with this?
Can't.
I don't have anything else to add.
I think the potential is there, like it definitely is. But even just like, you know, the hingy bit, I can see
and the like little, like the head on the center, it's just
I can see that falling off, and then
or like
having a cover for it.
You like knock it somewhere and it's like bends the palette, and it just doesn't look very sturdy.
I'm also not sure why it's called Law 42. When I put it to you guys, 13% of you loved it. And this is the very last thing that we're going to talk about. This is Trixie Cosmetics, and I got tagged in this just before we started filming. This is the Rebound or Breakup Rebound collection. So there's the Breakup palette for $45. Then there's the Rebound palette for $24. There's the Hot Date lip gloss and mini purse for $16. Kind of love the mini purse because I like small things. Lashes for $10 each. There's a Black Heart compact for $20, and you can get the whole thing for in a PR box for $95. Okay, so let's talk about the Breakup palette first. So that's the heart-shaped palette. There's quite a few shades there that are very, very fucking similar to each other. Very similar to each other.
Poorly edited. Not like, I feel like she's coming out of a lot of stuff recently, right? I
want to love her, and I do love her, but I want to love her stuff. and I want to get all excited about it. But to date, there's been nothing that I've looked at that I've gone, yeah, this is the thing for me, Like I said, that breakup palette, the heart-shaped one, I don't like it. It's given me Lancome vibes. Remember how Lancome did the terrible Emily in Paris heart-shaped palette?
Yeah.
It reminds me of that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Why is it so neutral?
I'm so confused.
Well, it's like red. It has a bit of color.
Yeah.
But I don't like these shaped palettes.
No.
I don't know how else to put it out.
No, nobody else does.
The color story isn't the worst.
Yeah.
But it's still like the two browns, like beside the like peachy orange, look exactly the same. Like, why do we need the both there? Also, like, why is the black shimmery? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, why couldn't we have like a matte black in there?
So many questions. It doesn't really
make
sense to me. Yeah. Then the little 6-pan compact. This is, I don't know what the fuck this is, but it looks very Claire's accessories, very cheap. Yeah, very, very, very cheap. I don't really know what to say about this. Like,
how much is it?
That one, believe it or not, is $24. Yeah, the Audacity. And the big heart-shaped one was $45.
Lord.
Yeah, exactly. There is no Lord here. Jesus is dead. He's gone.
So why is the lashes so like, she's a drag queen?
Yeah.
They're very I would like to see some huge ass. I know that she's like going for possibly the style that sells more, is like more usable for like more people. But like still like live a little. Like, come on.
Agree.
Give us something interesting.
Like,
and not
those lashes actually look like they would be glasses friendly.
Yeah, they don't look bad. Like, they're pretty.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, but they're probably gonna be like, how much?
$10.
$10. Well, not the worst.
No.
But also, I could get like cheaper. I'm actually wearing Shein lashes, and these were like couple euros, and I really like them.
Shein hasn't spoiled at this point.
Yeah.
I will say, I fucking love that gloss. That gloss.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I love that.
It is pretty. I just feel like she's coming out with a lot of stuff. Like, it's not that long ago that she had the collab with Katya.
Yeah.
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 Not that long
only,
ago.
I'd say maybe 2.5 months ago.
Yeah, not that long ago. I don't like when the brands, really like expensive brands, come out things like every other month.
Because I know before the collab with Katya, there was also was it Plant Gay?
Yeah. And it's just, oh my God, can you hear my tummy? It's like, doesn't like this either.
That's fair. Yeah. Like I said, we just sat down to film and you guys tagged me in this. So I've no idea what you guys think. But here are the stats on the screen now. I am loath to say what I think it might be because last week I said I thought that the Huda was going to be less than 10% and it was 30%
I really
low.
like the Huda.
No.
I really actually did. I like, if I had the money, I would probably get the greeny palette, but I don't. I don't know. I feel like it was something new from her.
No.
But yeah, I don't think people are gonna like this that much.
No. But lads, that is it. That means I'm going on to my favourite comment of the week. And this is from Princess Pie of Pydonia. And she said, best part of the weekend, as always. My favourite quotes. Anna, this is terrible and I am angry and they should be ashamed of themselves. Anna, I don't like things that touch. T, how you have 2 children, I'll never know. And I think my favourite part of that was Anna didn't twig that I said that.
Oh my God.
Because you do have to touch
just
to make
like
children.
Things that touch. But don't you even have a dog that always climbs on her?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, guys, that is it. Do please like, comment, and subscribe. Go find Tia. All of her details are down below. Turn on that notification bell because you know you want to see more things. I'm also on TikTok, Instagram, all that sort of thing. They're down below. And do please share because sharing is caring. Unless, of course, it's an STD, in which case, wrap it up, dump it gross. But that's it. That's the end of the video, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.